fun to watch.
Oh my
god!
Oh my god!
What's up? Alright.
Take a picture of this.
I got it.
We can't print pictures.
We can't?
Yeah.
Notorious! You start that stream, boy!
Oh my god.
Hey all, alright.
Look at this.
Okay, so we'll give it a couple more minutes, see if anyone else is going to turn up, and then we'll get started with Q&A.
This is crazy.
Hi everybody.
This is amazing.
This is crazy. There's so many people.
This is an amazing game.
Q&A.
Hey, where'd you get a frisbee from?
It's a host Q&A.
You're
Oh, okay.
famous, gribbly.
Really? Okay, that's good.
So, are we allowed to have cameras out? Because in the past Q&As, I've seen that they've gotten mad for having the cameras out. Is that like still a
Yeah,
thing?
actually, so it's okay to have the cameras out. We've got it set up so you can't print photos because that can kill perf.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't understand a word you said.
Really?
We can't take photos.
It is so
It doesn't
laggy
work.
that
No, we can
half
take
the
photos, but
words
we
are-
can't print them.
Okay, I'm muting everyone just for a second. So, welcome to Q&A. Thank you for coming. This is a good test of a update to our Q&A system. We can now point our featured events to a custom room. So this is my custom room that I'm slowly building for Q&As. So this is the first one I think we've done in the new Q&A room. So welcome. All right, so I'm sure some of you have been to a Q&A before. If not, the way we do it is by holding up hands. I'll come and ask you a question. I'll repeat the question. We'll talk about Rec Room. You're welcome to ask anything. We'll talk about whatever. Yeah, and please don't go crazy with like spamming invites or making my watch buzz or stuff like that because it's painful and we'll have to kick you and we don't want to do that.
What?
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So who's got a question for me?
What?
I'm gonna
Machine
take a
Kitten, you
seat
got
for this
question?
one.
Yes.
Where'd you get that helmet?
How long did it take to make Rec Room?
How long did it take to make Rec Room was the question. Well, so really good questions, and there's a couple of answers to that. So one, Rec Room is a work in progress. It's never really going to be finished, I don't think, so we're still making it. But we've been working on it. I think it's been live for about somewhere between 18 months and 2 years. And but for the very first version of Rec Room, from when we started working on it to when we shipped it, was 99 days.
Okay.
Yeah, and but that was a very basic version. That was like, there was no paintball, there was no laser tag, there was no quest. There was just disc golf basically and paddleball. All right, Donald Duck, what you got?
Oh my god.
Question is, are you gonna make it so there's like avatars you can play as, kind of like that game that came out, VR Chat, or you're gonna make it so you can travel to different worlds and create stuff?
What about VR chat?
Yeah,
Custom
I need that
rooms.
guy.
All right, so the question was, are we going to make it so you can make your own worlds and make your own stuff so you can travel around, right?
Custom rooms.
And yeah,
Not
so
custom rooms. I don't mean by custom rooms. No, what I mean by that is I mean like getting avatars like memes or like Disney characters, or going and like making like big worlds like where you can like wander around and.
Like new avatars and stuff like that.
yeah. So the question is, are we going to do something more like VR Chat? Maybe let you import avatars, make really big worlds. So the answer is maybe. Not in the near future. We're more focused on kind of building out the custom room system, the Maker Pen system. Like we're going to do all of the building in VR. But never say never.
If you can't just spam out the door I got in.
We definitely have plans to. We definitely have a lot of plans in flight, and you'll see in the coming updates to make it possible to build more and more stuff in Rec Room. All right, Grumper, what you got?
Are you gonna do like PvP stuff?
PvP, like PvP. So the question was, are we going to do PvP
Almost like
stuff?
Quest.
So obviously we have paintball and we have laser tag, which is PvP. But you mean like more like quest style PvP?
Yeah.
So nothing
Hey,
currently in the
Notorious,
works,
what's up, dude?
but it's certainly a possibility. Like, would you want like melee combat, bow combat? Like, what specifically would you want?
I think it would have to be a mix of the two, because like everyone's
Like a
different.
medieval theme
Yeah.
game.
Okay, like a medieval themed game. All right, yeah. So I'll just take that as a suggestion. We're not working on anything like that currently, but certainly something that we could add down the road.
Okay, cool.
All right, Soul Reaper.
So laggy. Exactly.
What do you see in the more near future for Rec Room?
So the question was, what do we see in the near future for Rec Room? So things that are coming up that are pretty exciting. we've got a new quest in the works. So we've talked about that a little bit, and actually very soon we'll be doing a preview of that, so you'll be able to come and try it out, give us some feedback. I don't want to say a specific date, but I will say it's very soon. And it's looking real cool. I'm very excited by what the quest folks are doing. And then in the end, the other big thing we're working on is custom rooms, make a pen. I think every update you should expect more and more powerful tools there. We have some very exciting plans to make more interactive rooms, so you can start to make your own games as opposed to, like, we've been blown away by what people make in the custom rooms already. You know, like the Poke Park and the Hoth Room and all of the pirate ship is absolutely incredible. The Bunny's rooms are absolutely amazing. So it's super cool. And so, but what we want to do is make it so you can make more interactive experiences and games using the custom room system. We're really, really excited to see what you can come up with when we do that. All right, Mervale. We'll come back. Mervale.
I think I'll push in the level cap to 40 sometime.
Good question. The question was, are we planning on pushing the level cap to 40 at some time? Not something we're actively working on, but yes, I think we will do it. What we normally do is we just kind of look at the number of people who are at our maximum level and then kind of bump it up when it's ready. And to be honest, we haven't looked at that data in a little while, so it might be that that it's time. All right, Donald Duck, we already had a question from you. We'll come back. Unusual Scorpion. That's you.
If you are going to extend the rec room, what would you put in it?
The question was, if we're going to extend the rec room, what would we put in it? So do you mean the rec center? Like the kind of main social lobby? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. What would you put in it? Not sure. All questions, no answers. No, that's fine. One thing we've talked about is
Hi.
Hi. So something we've kind of been thinking about. We do have actually, I don't really want to talk about this too much in public yet, but we do have an idea for something to add to the rec center. That is something that we've kind of learned from another part of the game that we want to generalize. But I've got people on the team who yell at me if I talk about it too much. All right. Fantastic.
He's got the lawyers.
Yeah.
A few ago, I joined this multiplayer server and it had this Pokemon stuff. See if you could add anything involving Pokemon or something.
So I'm not sure I heard the first part of your question. Could you say Could you say the first part of your question again?
I went to a server that someone made, and it had something like Pokemon. I was asking if you could do something like that. Hello?
So you mean a rec room custom room you went to that had Pokemon in it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I saw that room. I think there may be a couple of rooms, but there's one called Poke Park that is very cool. So that's for us to officially add Pokemon, we'd have to have a license deal with Nintendo. We're not talking to them about that, but hey, time's up.
Yeah, I get it.
But if you want to make a Pokemon room, that's fine.
Yeah,
Morty, what you got?
So do you think you can make it easier, make it to where you could have, floating platforms so you didn't have to use the maker pen and wouldn't get at risk of being stuck to your stomach?
Yes. So the question was, could we make it easier to have floating platforms so that you can get up high with the maker pen and build stuff without stuff getting stuck to you all the time? I'll go you one better. In the next update, we are looking at adding a flying mode for creating, so that you can actually fly around and hover in place and build stuff like that. So we're prototyping that today. All right, I'm going to go across this side for a while and talk to some people over this side. Kai Sushi, what you got?
I wasn't raising my hand.
Oh, okay.
That's stretching.
That's great.
I think he was just
ever add
stretching.
PS trophies to the game?
Oh, so the question was, will we ever add PlayStation trophies to the game? The answer is sure. We would really like to. We've been hesitant to add things like achievements and trophies The reason is that we update the game. We try and update the game every 2 weeks. We kind of had a little bit of a break over the new year, but we basically update the game every 2 weeks. And what we've found is early on in Rec Room we had Steam achievements in, and we kind of kept breaking them because we update the game so often. And so we worry that we add like a PlayStation trophy and then we break it and people can't get it, and people yell at us. So we're a little bit shy about adding those things. But that's not because we don't like them or because we don't want to. But I think it might be a little bit, maybe in like months down the road when the game stabilizes a little bit more and we stop changing it so much, maybe we'll do it then. Does that make sense?
Sure, thanks. Yep.
Okay.
I'm back.
Practical Puppy.
Will you be making any more activities, like maybe more something like Jumbotron?
Yeah. So the question was, are we going to make any more activities like Jumbotron? And so, yeah, so we call the Jumbotron, the Jumbotron, the Quest for the Golden Trophy, Crimson Cauldron, we call them quests, and we've got a new quest coming out soon, measured in weeks.
Yes. Pirates.
Yeah, that's right. So that's something we've talked about. We're working on a pirate-themed quest.
Cowboys.
That is shaping up to be really fun. A cowboy-themed quest could be fun. But
Good job.
definitely adding more. All right, Scan Pig, what you got?
I dropped my camera. Okay.
Okay. I think it de-rezzed.
Oh, I wanted to get a selfie with you.
Oh. All right, how about after?
Okay. Who doesn't?
Okay, Mr. Bird.
Do you ever plan on finishing Rec Room?
Finishing, so the question was, do we ever plan on finishing Rec Room? I mean, no, not really. We want to keep developing it. We've got so many ideas and different things that we think we can add to it. We're really excited about adding more and more maker features to it so that players can make their own stuff in Rec Room. And as I've said before, and I'll probably say over and over till everyone's bored of hearing it, we get so excited by seeing the creativity and the things that people come up with that we don't imagine stopping supporting that.
Why are you a dev but you're level 29? That never made sense.
Why am I a dev but I'm a level 29? What's because like honestly, us devs, we often reset our account. We use ourselves as guinea pigs and test accounts. So all the new features, we're constantly resetting ourselves and changing things. And it's a wonder I'm level 29, not level 3.
I like your glasses.
Thank you. These are very cool glasses.
How do you get them?
Question! Where'd you get the glasses from?
Hang on. All right, hang on. I'm going to come down here. Costly Knight of Scalabus.
Are you ever going to build like a castle events game?
Sadly.
So the question was, are you ever going to build a castle events game? And my answer is, I don't know what a castle events game is. So can you explain it to me?
Defense.
Oh, castle.
Like you defend.
I see. Castle defense game. So, if you've been to the last couple of Dev Q&As, you probably would have heard me say this a few times, which is, I think it's probably unlikely that we will build a castle defense game, but we do want to evolve the maker tools to the point where you can build a castle defense game.
Hey, look, it's Marty.
So definitely something we're interested in investigating in the near future is more physics controls in the maker pen stuff, so you can make stuff that has physics and you can launch it and you can move it around. So I hope that you'll make it for us. All right, what do we got? Someone got a question here? Who's got a question here? All right. Morty, we already heard from you. Let's go with, your name is in the wall, so I can't see, but it's Frag something. Fragrant. Anyway, you.
Fragrant cat.
Yeah, what's your question? Is your mic on? No, okay. Silent question. That means I get to make up the question. Gribbly, why are you so handsome? Okay, well...
Good one, nice.
Alright, stop Ugandan Knuckles. What you got?
What do you think the future
No, don't stop
What's
that!
your plan?
What's the plan and what's the future of
Ugandan
Rec Room?
Knuckles!
Yes, what's the plan for the future of Rec Room?
So so the question was, what's the plan for the future of Rec Room? So the plan is to just keep growing it, keep evolving it. We're going to keep making games for you to play, and we're going to keep making tools for you to make games for us to play. That's the plan.
We need the
Wait,
pirate
also, are you a big fan of Undertale since your name is Gribbly?
No. So the question was, am I a big fan of Undertale since my name is Gribbly? No, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a fan or not a fan. I haven't played Undertale. What's the connection with Gribbly? You have to explain to me.
It's the name of a
What
restaurant!
he thought your name was.
Gribbly is the name of a restaurant in Undertale.
Oh, really?
It's called Grillby's. It's called Grillby's.
Oh, Grillby's. Okay. Well, anyway.
Oh my god, it's Monkey!
Alright. Papa's... Oh,
Yes.
Papa Zay, what's your question?
Are you ever going to make the health stronger in Jumbotron?
So the question was, are we ever going to make the health stronger in Jumbotron? Meaning
Jumbotron is hard.
Because it's one shot,
No,
one
it's
kill.
not!
Unlike laser tag where you have a health.
Yeah, okay, so the question is, would we ever add basically health bars to Jumbotron to make it more like laser tag? So I think probably no. The game's balanced for the one hit, one kill, and the Jumbotron is deliberately kind of hard because we want you to play it with your friends. So like it gets easier and easier when you play it with friends.
True.
So we deliberately make it
Or
hard.
with
So it's a
good
good
players.
challenge.
Just pray you find good players.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Donald Duck, you got another question.
Satisfied.
That's gonna like make it so you can't really phase through walls, or you'll be able to like actually put your hands down, like your hands won't go past that point. And my last question is, are you gonna add in like a hide and seek or a prop hunt kind of mode?
Okay, so two questions. So question number one was, are we going to make it so you can't phase through walls and so you get like your hands don't go through walls and stuff? So good question, and that's something we've been talking about a little bit. So obviously if you've played laser tag or you played Quest recently, we've added it so that you can't phase through walls in there. So we do have like support for that.
You can do it if you stick your hand in the wall.
Yeah, uh-oh. You used to be able to do it. Okay, sorry. Let me get back to the question. So that's actually it's been kind of a discussion internally about to what extent should we stop it, to what extent should we not stop it. Honestly, we don't know yet. I think we have the start of a solution that works, but we got to think about that one some more. And the second question was, I forgot. It was about a game that we were gonna.
Do you think you'll add in like hide and seek or prop hunt?
Again, I probably would say the same as for the castle defense game. Is that I think what we'll focus on is evolving the maker systems to the point where, if you really want to make that game, you can make it really easily in Rec Room. And in fact, I think
mods. Like, what about mods?
Mods is a maybe. No. Mods is a maybe.
Yes.
All right.
Make it
Mervale.
Yes.
Do you think you can add like more hairstyles, like a lot, or like colors?
Goodbye.
To
I wish you good luck.
Yeah, so the question was, can we add more hairstyles and maybe two-colored hair?
Oh no.
So, yeah, I think, over time, yes, we're going to continue to keep adding hair. I don't know about two-colored hair. I'd have to talk to our art team about that. I know that's an idea that's come up a few times, and it's not impossible.
Don't touch
there's also, something I'd love to hear about, if you talk to us on the Discord or the Reddit about this, because it's probably a deeper topic than we can go into in such a large group, is we've been thinking about ways to use the Maker Pen to customize your character a little more, because you can actually draw pretty fun hair with the Maker Pen, but then obviously you can't persist it doesn't go from room to room. So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do there, but there's definitely some interesting stuff about customizing your character using the Maker Pen that we've thought about. All right, Favorite Cat,
Get
what
out
you
of my
got?
face!
I'm going to come down back to this in a second.
Oh no.
What gave you the idea?
Oh, so the question was, what gave us the idea for Rec Room, I assume?
Whoa. Ow.
So Rec Room, where we started working on it in 2016, and I think it's fair to say, we're kind of looking around at VR, and we're very excited about VR. I know I was very excited after playing Job Simulator on the Vive, and playing with the controls, just going, wow, this is really super amazing. And so honestly, we were kind of like, someone's going to make the Wii Sports a VR. Maybe we should make the Wii Sports a VR. And then we kind of realized it would be really fun if Wii Sports was online multiplayer, and so that's kind of Rec Room. Hey, it's me.
There's no tennis. Oh wait.
That's kind of ball.
There's no bowling.
All right, loading. What you got?
Gribbly.
I got 2 questions.
what was the idea
No, I
behind
want to
Rec
be on the
Room?
red team. I'm the blue team.
Could you make it like, where you have paintball rules and like a dodgeball arena? It's like, you can make a dodgeball arena and plus minus yada yada.
Yeah.
I
So,
can't speak English.
no, that's right. So the question was, what was the idea behind Rec Room, which I think is what I was just talking about.
I
with,
said
like,
rec.net, like rec.net.
Oh, I see, rec.net. So the question was, what was the idea behind rec.net? So I think with that, our goal is we want to make it easier for people to kind of share creations and photos and memories that they have in Rec Room. So we wanted to make, like, I'm always on my phone. When I'm not in VR, I'm on my phone. And so I wanted to make it easy to kind of like check in with my friends on Rec Room, even when I'm on my phone. So RecNet is a platform that where we can make it sort of easy to just stay connected, see when your friends are online, send them messages, send them photos, stuff like that. So it's pretty bare bones at the moment, but we just did a kind of full stack rewrite of the site, and we'll be adding some features to that over time. And hang on, there was a second question that I've forgotten because I'm an idiot.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Have like,
oh yeah, it was like
paintball rules and like a dodgeball arena with it.
paintball rules, make a dodgeball. Yeah, so we definitely want to get to stuff like that. We've kind of like, there's kind of two paths for us on that. Is like, one is we can just like, I'm trying very delicately to not mention an interesting feature that we're working on because I don't want to talk about it prematurely. But let's just say we hope to support whatever rule set you want in whatever level you want. I'm sorry for that frustratingly vague answer, but all right, fine, Jaguar. What you got?
Will you be adding boxing?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Oh man! I'm gonna throw this one to Mama Monkey's gonna answer this question for us.
Are we ever gonna add something?
No.
Oh god.
I know we should. Alright, sorry, Sion.
That's, two quick questions.
Yeah.
Are you going to address, like, some players in the PSVR, they can set their height, like, ridiculously taller than what they are. Is that going to be addressed? And also, the second question is, with the PSVR players coming in, there's a lot of young players coming in, and what I'm finding is when I go to kick an underage player, all the other underage players support that player and vote no.
Okay. Okay, yeah, good question. So two questions. So one was, players can set their height really high. So the question was about PS4 players, but I think it's true players on all platforms can kind of mess with their heights. And so for that one, like, we haven't seen it yet be a super huge problem, but probably what we would do is put tighter restrictions on it during the games and not worry about it so much in Sandbox or social stuff. So we can look at that. And then the second question was about kicking people for underage, and some people kind of respond to that and they kind of, gang up and vote no. That's something we're working on. We're always tuning the moderation system. We have a few ideas to how to improve that. I kind of have a policy of not really talking about how the internals of our moderation systems work. But let me just say that we are very aware of that issue, and we have some fixes in the pipeline. All right, I'm going to go for people who haven't asked a question before. I'm going to go down this end for a little bit. Hang on. All right, so BSA Scout 25.
Okay, so the banning system, or did you fix that?
Could you say that again?
The banning system, did you fix it?
Oh, the banning system, did we fix it? So the question was, did we fix the ban system? So I definitely don't think we've fixed it completely. Hopefully we try and improve it with every update. We're constantly looking at it. I believe that we've addressed the worst of it. If you've got specific, if you've got issues that you're think are major problems with the banning system, hit us up on the Discord, hit Conducted Against Grab. Happy to talk about it.
Okay.
Machine Kitten 73.
Quick question. What's the name of the pirate quest?
What's the name of the pirate quest? Oh man. So I do know. I'm not.
Are you one of the game producers as well?
Treasure trove.
I'm getting a lot of white noise from someone. Is that just me, or is?
I hear white noise too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting it too.
I don't know who that is. So yeah, so alright, now I forgot the question.
What's the name
of the
pirate quest?
So I can't say, I haven't got permission from the designer of the pirate quest to announce the name of it. So I really want to leave. There's a pirate quest coming soon, and so I want to leave it to him to announce the name. But here's what I will say is that a preview of that is coming in the next update. You'll be able to try it, and that'll have the name in it as well. So it's coming real soon.
Okay.
All right, Nano the Pumpkin. What do you got?
I didn't put me on.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. All right, Soul Reaper.
First I want to say I love how you talk with your hands. And also, this is more of a suggestion than a question, but I'm a major fan of, like, playing with swords in VR, and something that I think would be great for the quests that deal with swords would be, if you could, as you do in Cauldron with the witches, if you could slay the fireballs back at the other enemy.
Yeah, I see, yeah, okay, so the question was, well, kind of a statement, I'm a big fan of melee weapons in VR, and maybe it'd be fun to, like, take the witch mechanic from Crimson Cauldron where you can deflect the fireball back at the other enemies. Here's what I will say, is that you are going to like the new quest.
Awesome.
You're really going to like the new quest.
Stop it.
Alright, Extinct.
Stop it, you goddamn...
No.
That's mean.
Yeah, then stop shoving your hand in my face.
Guys, watch your language, please.
With the PvP and PvE, do you think we'd ever see like a competitive side, like esports or something?
So the
Oh really?
Alright, hang on a second. I'm just muting everybody for a second because I'm getting really distracted. So yeah, just try and keep it calm. I need to hear the questions so I can answer the questions. Alright. Okay, so Extinct, your question was, you know, are we going to see esports, more competitive PvP for Rec Room, right? So I will say, like, you know, we've seen some great community organized stuff, like the paintball tournament that was happening last year. You know, it's something that, you know, I don't know how much we're going to directly put support into that in the near future. We love to see it when the community does it, and so something that we like, that was one of the goals with creating RecNet, was to give us a platform for creating features for coordinating events like that. So we'd be really interested to know, like, what kinds of things we could do. Like actually, let me talk a little bit about, you know, right now we have an event system for events like this where we can make the door live, and only we can organize these events. Something we're really interested in doing is creating a system where you can organize events. So you can kind of make your own events, people can sign up for them, people can kind of come along. And so for competitive gaming, I think that would really help people organize those events. Are there any other features you'd be looking for?
What about like designing our own kind of clothes?
Like kind of team outfits and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely something we've talked about. You know, like the idea of like putting something on a shirt is definitely technically feasible. You know, one thing we've got to think about is the kind of moderation aspects of, like, you know, a certain percentage of users will choose to put something inappropriate on their shirt. You know, and we wish they wouldn't, but we have to factor that in when we design those systems. But it's certainly possible, and certainly something we'd be interested in supporting. So yeah.
Gribbly.
Anime.
Rec Room is my favorite anime.
Dude, this is awesome.
Say again?
Crazy, right?
Oh,
sorry,
so
I'm working right now, so I don't have time to look at my messages.
So the question was...
I didn't
be quiet during the
Alright, a lot of chatter today. Alright, so the question was, when will we support making videos on the PlayStation? And so we hope to include that in the next update. We're actively working on that this week. So hopefully in the next update of Rec Room, which is very soon, you'll be able to record videos to the PlayStation.
Gribbly, I have a question.
Caustic Bomber.
What are gonna be some of the new weapons in the new quest?
Question was...
Add a gun.
So the question was, what are some of the weapons in the new quest? So no, I'm going to pause while I think about how much do I want to tease and how much do we want to let you just find out when you play it very soon. I will say that our earlier questioner who really liked melee weapons is going to be very happy with this quest.
Ooh, ask a question.
Gribbly.
That's Keith.
Alright, hang on. Who's saying they had to go? We'll do that one.
Practical Puppy over here. To your right.
Practical Puppy, alright. Practical Puppy, what you got?
Oh, man.
Talk about being dick.
My favorite anime.
Say again?
Will you ever have an event where you could race and go karts or something
So
like that?
the question is, will we ever have a event where we can race? So, kind of similar to what I've been saying, like what we're trying to get to as quickly as we can is evolving the maker systems to the point where you can build your own cars. I was in a room made by someone called Harrison, a user called Harrison, who I actually met while I was just touring around custom rooms the other day. He's made a couple of really fun Aperture Science themed rooms and a kind of a car room where he did a maker pen and he stuck like a human-sized car to the remote control car and was driving it around the park. And so we haven't yet set it up so that you can stick yourself to like a car and drive around in it, but we definitely want to do that. So I think the way we'll do racing is get the kind of maker and physics systems to the point where you can build something that you can drive. So it might take a while. But yeah, all right. Who's that?
Goodbye,
Good question, though.
This was fun. This was fun.
Me.
All right, call out your name, me.
Alright. I have a question.
Yes, Red
Are
Sammy.
you adding any sort of features on plan to RecNet? If so, what are those?
Are we adding it? All right. So the question was, what are we planning to add to RecNet, right?
Yes.
Okay. So two things that are kind of high on our list is one, we want to really improve the way that you can capture and share your photos. So we're actually kind of thinking through like. When you take a photo with your share camera, should it automatically upload to RecNet? Should you choose to load it to RecNet? Should it be private by default? Should it be public by default? All right, quick question. Put your hands down for a second. Just by show of hands, when you take a photo on your share camera, would you expect that to be public on RecNet or private on RecNet? Who would say public? Okay, and who would expect it to be private?
Friends only.
Okay. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm with friends.
Okay, and then and again, we're gonna talk more about this, but I'm just kind of curious on the sentiment. Like people who've already got a bunch of photos on RecNet, like you can already go to your profile and see them. I'm assuming you wouldn't want them to just go public, right? Like because we're thinking about making kind of the RecNet profiles more public, but we don't want to take photos that people have already taken and just reveal them as public. Hey, come and talk to us on the Discord about this. So this is not a great format to have a deep conversation, but we're trying to make that decision. Another thing we're going to add is we want to have pages for the custom rooms so that for each custom room there's a corresponding page that has its own photo and has some stats and stuff about it. So those are two things we're going to... So better photo management and room pages are two things that are coming to RecNet soon. All right. Who have we not had a photo... sorry. I'm obsessed with photos now.
Over here.
Who have we...
I had
who has not asked a question yet? Who has not asked a question yet?
Me. Weather Squirrel.
All right, let's do Weather Squirrel and then Scared Pig.
Okay, so it's about Dodgeball, and what I'm noticing is when I'm playing Dodgeball, a lot of the times we'll have players who will teleport away, but for the other player's screen, they'll like they won't move. And then another question is, how are we gonna stop Ryan from sharing so many GIFs in the Discord? Because we really need to stop that. we really need to stop that.
I really wish I got this reference. I really do. I really
so
do.
wait a second. So wait a second. So
If you do it with
let's take the questions in reverse. How do we stop? So if you haven't been on the Discord, we have a user called Ryan. I'll say I love his GIFs on the Discord because he's one of our biggest disc golf players, and he has an amazing series of hole-in-one GIFs and videos that he's made. Quite an amazing disc golf player. What was the other question? Sorry, I already forgot.
So when we're having players play Dodgeball.
Yeah. So some of that is probably just network lag, So if someone has like a high ping connection, there's only so much we can do to improve that.
Like me.
some of that is, it might be stuff in the way we've coded it that we can improve. But, really what we're trying to do is, probably the best thing we can do is improve our matchmaking to have people from the same region be together as much as possible. And that should minimize that. But yeah, it is a tricky problem. Alright, Skate Pig.
Okay, when's the next quest coming out?
Question was, when's the next quest coming out? So yeah, few weeks, not far away. You will be able to play a preview very, very soon. Very soon. Like within the next couple of weeks, you'll be able to try it out. All right, who has? So hang on, we're gonna do Dreadful Night first.
Alright, I have two. What was your train of thought while making Rec Room?
What was my train of thought? Well, what was our train of thought?
Yeah.
So we want to make a fun and welcoming environment for people from all walks of life. That's really our goal. Is we want to make somewhere that everyone can come, they can have a great time, they can make amazing people, they can have the experience they want to have, and increasingly that they can make creative and amazing things for other people to enjoy. That's our train of thought. That's what we try and do every single day.
Have a second question.
Our second question is, can you make more laser tag maps?
Oh my gosh.
So the question was, can we make more laser tag maps? So yeah, we really should, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Let me talk to the game team about that.
It is getting repetitive.
Okay. I'll take that as feedback.
Good question.
Okay, who's saying they gotta go? Wave your hand at me. Morty, that's you? Alright, yes. Okay. Okay.
It's really cool. This is amazing.
Alright, so question one. Are we thinking about adding NPCs to the game that we can spawn in the custom games? Yes, we're thinking about it. So, I can't say when, but definitely it's on our roadmap, for sure. Question two.
My brother just gave me an idea that was amazing.
Oh my gosh, there are so many people.
Okay, second question was, can we add more kind of template maps where you can make custom rooms? Yes, and I would say that one will happen much sooner. We definitely want to add more of a blank canvas room, for sure. Basically, that'll happen when we're finished with the next quest. Right now, the art team's super busy with making the next quest, and so once they're done with that, I'll hijack them to do some more custom room stuff. Third question.
Mama Monkey, where did you come up with your name?
She's a mom. We'll talk about that after.
Hey, Voda.
Oh, okay, there we go. Talk about that after. All right, who has not asked the question?
Me.
Bye.
Over here.
All right, CJ the first.
Second question.
CJ the first.
Second question and question.
Sushi.
Hang on, we're going CJ the first.
Selfie.
Oh wait, can I get a high five? You had your
What are the future?
We'll do selfie stuff after the Q&A.
Okay. What are the future sports that you might add to the game?
All right, question was, what are the future sports that we might add to the game? I got to be careful here because whenever I say that we're going to add something, then I get questions about it every future Q&A, which is only fair. I do it to myself. I know something we've been talking about is, I'm going to regret saying this, but it's basically a boxing variant is something we've talked about a lot. And so I think that would be really fun. Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, Mom, give me that, please.
What would you want to see? If you were us, what would you add?
Gee whiz, I really don't know. I just wanted to hear if you were. You know?
We'll definitely be adding more stuff. We have some fun ideas.
You got in trouble.
Awesome.
All right, who's going? Who's saying?
Me.
Second one, I wasn't
Okay. All right, blank name here. What you got? This is you.
Go for it, man.
I have what about inventory items like the mint pistol? You can use it in Rec Room. Maybe.
So I heard inventory items. What was the example? The what pistol?
Like the weekly challenges, you get certain items that you can use for skins and whatnot.
Yeah.
Maybe you can use those as inventory items. You can take them out from inventory, add it to the watch, perhaps.
I see. Yeah. So the question was, can we have like inventory items that you can pull out anywhere, right? So like the share camera, you can pull out anywhere. Yeah. So we've definitely been thinking about stuff like that. So not 100% sure what to do with that. Definitely something that's in the works is for Sandbox rooms and UGC rooms. We're going to make it so you can grab the maker pen from anywhere rather than just grabbing it out of the Sandbox machine. And but yeah, so the idea of having some toys that you can pull out is definitely something we've talked about. Not 100% sure when we'll do that, but like, yeah, definitely something. I like that idea. It's a fun idea, for sure. All right, San Karaku.
Okay, so I heard you were working on a pirate-themed quest. Is that true?
All right. Question is, are we working on a pirate-themed quest? And what is the answer?
Yes.
Yes, it's
I
true.
want to see a screenshot.
Yeah, all right, so
on the Discord.
we're getting pretty close on that.
Will you ever fix? Sorry, excuse me.
I know
anybody. Will you ever fix the zero experience problem?
There's a hamming on the Discord.
Hang on. So what was the second? All right, hang on. Shh, I can't hear the question. What was the second question?
Will you ever fix the zero XP from the
Oh,
boxes?
yeah. Yes. So the question is, will we ever fix the zero XP from the weekly boxes? Yes, we will. We're very embarrassed about all of that. We have a pretty good plan for overhauling that system. We just got to get onto it. Basically, we're going to get the quest done, then we're going to fix up a whole bunch of stuff. But
Finally.
yes, yeah. All right, who else has not asked?
I have a second question. I have a second question.
What you got?
I'm the bouncer.
So my first I have two questions. The first question is the boxes. It seems super rare to get 5-star boxes. So say you get a daily item and you get a 1-star box. I pretty much have everything in the 1-star boxes already. So say you've already got something out the 1-star boxes, all of it. You have to go up 1 star. So say I've already got stuff out the 1-star boxes, you have to go up to the 2-star boxes and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, so the question is, like, it seems like the amount of 5-star boxes you get is really super rare. Yeah, and it kind of is. So what I would say is find B-Boz on the Discord and bother him about this and make him fix it.
And
that's just
second question.
Hang on, Bob, we got a second question.
I have a second question I was unable to answer. I would like to have this question get answered right now.
Hang on, Red Sammy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
My internet is lagging. Oh no! I'm getting occupied.
He left.
Okay, false.
Okay. So the second question is, the scarf seems really hard for me to get since a lot of people have had the chance to get really good at paintball and I haven't really paid it that much. So every time I get into a game, I just get destroyed by amazing players in paintball. So skill-based matchmaking of some sort.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, talking about, like, it's hard to get paintball items because
oh my goodness,
you often get killed by better players. First of all, I'll say I feel your pain. I'm probably the worst paintball player in this room. I get destroyed every time I go and play. I'm like, maybe it's Dalton. That's a good point. But yeah, so I can't go into too many details yet because the programmer involved will probably punch me in the back of the neck. But I know there is something
abuse.
It is totally abuse.
Child
That shouldn't be
abuse.
allowed.
I love you!
I'm glad you think I'm a child. Yeah, we do have some thoughts in. We've been making some tweaks to matchmaking, and we've got some more tweaks in the pipeline
Give me that drink.
hopefully
I'm
will
thirsty.
match you with people more at your skill level.
Slurp.
Awesome.
All right, I'm going to come down this end because we've made it crash down this end.
Gribbly.
All right, Star Centurion, what you got?
Everyone just comes on.
Have you just moved a little bit more?
I made a snow fort map a couple weeks ago for the holiday event, and I noticed that I wonder if there's gonna ever be any system where we could, like, you know, like paintball or like laser tag, make our own matches, because the whole thing of the snow fort map was like throw snowballs and that would count as points, right? Does that make sense?
So the question was Star Centurion saying you made a snow fort map over the holidays. What was the name of the room?
Snow forts.
Oh, okay. It was called Snow Fort. It's a good name.
I don't know why it wasn't named that.
And the question was, are we ever going to, like, be able to, like, make your own maps for, like, paintball and stuff like that? And yes, we're definitely aiming to have that possible. What we're trying to do is kind of build it with the Sandbox system so that you can... We have some pretty big announcements coming in the next few updates. I don't want to talk too much about it today, but that's definitely something we want to support, for sure. All right, who has not asked a question yet?
Me.
All right.
Where everyone come from? Jeez.
Okay, so I've seen it a lot around here. Like, pretty much, there's a lot of people who are max level 30. Have you been thinking about adding any more levels, like, to level up?
Yeah. So we had. So the question was, are we going to increase the level cap anytime soon? This question actually came up a little bit earlier as well. And so, yeah, it's probably time we looked at that. You know, typically what we do is we keep an eye on how many people are hitting the level cap, and then realize that it's time to bump it up. And we haven't looked at it for a while. So since I got a couple of questions about it today, we'll go take a look. And if we've hit our percentage, we'll bump it up. All right. So, Dalton, did you have a question?
I did. I have a question I wasn't able to answer for a long time.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Are you planning on adding cars in Sandbox?
So the question was, are we planning on adding cars in Sandbox? I did talk about this a little bit earlier. So, yes, like what we plan to do is kind of similar to supporting your own paintball maps. We're gonna keep increasing the maker tools until you can build your own cars. We feel like we don't need that many more pieces of the puzzle before you can build some pretty cool little games, including like driving around in cars. All right. Someone keeps telling me that. All right. So Brad, Sammy, you said you had a second question. Was that right?
I had a question.
Now or never. Okay. All right, GT.
Really, I just have a real quick.
Have you considered adding just a pure archery mode?
Sorry, my internet was like
What's the quest?
going occupied right now.
So the question was, have we considered adding a pure archery mode? So
Don't use any other thing.
Sorry, teleport away.
That's right. Yeah, no, that's okay. So I don't think we're going to add it, but something that's coming in the next update is in the sandbox rooms. You'll be able to set the respawn points for any item. And so we've seen some people building like shooting galleries and stuff like that, which are really cool. But they're kind of one and done. Like you kind of knock something over and then so we're actually going to set it so you can say, all right, this is where this thing respawns to, and once you knock it over, it'll respawn to that point, and then pretty soon after that we'll add scoring. So yeah, hopefully amongst the Rec Room players, someone will make you a really fun archery room.
Cool, thanks.
All right. I don't know how to pronounce this name, but
really, are y'all gonna add voice control for certain players? Like, say if his mic is too loud, I can manually turn it down to that certain point that I want.
Yeah. Okay. So the question was, would we ever add per user voice controls, like a volume, so that you could turn down certain loud users? So good question. Yes, I think the answer is yes.
Maybe.
I don't know exactly how it'll work. Like something we've been thinking about is how we can sort of improve. It's like sometimes people are yelling into their mic or have it loud because they want to annoy people. But often, and I think more often, it's just like people have different sensitivities in their mics. Some people are louder, some people are softer.
And some people are new.
Yeah, some people are new, people don't realize. So yeah, so I definitely maybe just something like a volume control. There might be something we can do on the kind of input end where we can kind of like automatically limit really loud sounds, something like that. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. Really good idea. All right, who has not asked a question?
Me.
I just have a real quick one.
Me.
Well, my question was
I have 3 questions.
Let me get a drink. Come on.
Okay.
The first one is how long did it take you to create Rec Room?
So we talked about this a little. The question was, how long did it take to create Rec Room? So we've been working on it for come on up on 2 years. We shipped the first version in about 99 days, and because I don't know how to say how long we've been working on it because we basically are working on it all the time. So, but the first version came out real quick, and we try and develop things, figure out how much people like them, and then kind of tweak them. All right, you said you had a couple more questions.
My second question is, are you gonna add real life-size rec cars you can actually drive?
So the question is, are we going to add real-life rec cars? So what we're going to add is the parts that you need to build them. So I don't think we'll add life-size cars, but we hope that you can add life-size cars. All right, last question.
I got a good one.
Back the go-kart.
Okay, never mind. Next time.
Are you? Wait. I remember.
All right.
Okay. Are you? Could you make Sandbox unlimited?
Oh, so the question was, can we make Sandbox unlimited? So I doubt we can. I doubt we can make it unlimited, but I think we can raise the limit, and we're definitely looking at ways to do that. So we definitely want you to be able to have much more stuff. That's your custom stuff.
Okay.
Alright, I inject
What's with the maker pin?
I have a
memes. What you got?
question earlier, but I wasn't able to answer.
Hang on. I inject memes.
Oh, okay. Are y'all guys gonna be making any more games?
Yeah, definitely. So the question was, are we going to make any more games? So yes, we got a new quest coming soon. I'm not 100% sure what game we'll make after that, but we don't plan to stop making games anytime soon. And so now is inject means. So now is a good time actually, because we're like, you know, we're coming up to the end of quest. Come to the Discord, come to the Reddit, come and make some noise about the kind of games you want to see, and that will definitely influence our thinking.
Zombie survival
another question.
I have a question about the
Sure.
Oh, okay. Are you guys gonna like add like game currency to where we can like like buy houses or actually buy items?
That'd be cool.
Oh, okay. So the question was, are we gonna add game currency so that you can buy items or buy houses and stuff? So I think probably actually like we've actually you might have who's played laser tag?
Me.
Yeah.
Alright, so most people play laser tag. So you might notice that we sort of did an experimental ticket economy in there that was like you could win tickets, you can buy stuff. We think that's been kind of fun, and most of the feedback we've had on that has been positive. So we've been like, at least on paper, we've been thinking about ways that we could maybe extend that across the whole game. I don't know if we will or not, but we've been thinking about it for sure. So again,
I have 2 more questions.
I have a question.
We had 3 from you. Alright, question about the rec center. Question about the rec center. Who had a question about the rec center?
Me. I got one about the marker pin.
He's got a question over here.
Maker!
Marker pin.
I had.
Alright, KCC YouTube, what you got?
Okay, are we gonna have any weapons that are like common to legendary, and will you be able to trade them?
So the question was, alright, so are we going to have like a weapon rarity system, kind of like Destiny or something like that, and are we going to be able to trade them? That's a good question. I don't know actually. We haven't been talking about that. I think probably what we would do is get the kind of ticket economy going first, and then we could look into that. So I'll give you a firm, I don't know on that one.
I got one about the marker pin.
Alright, hang on, let me check the time. Right, so we got 5 minutes. Alright, stop you again and Knuckles, what you got?
I have a really serious question. How are we gonna stop Ugandan Knuckles lovers from coming into this game and taking
Yeah, you tell me. Alright, who has not asked a question? Who has not asked a question? Okay. Alright. Extinct, I think we had a question for you, but alright, go on.
Yeah, just one. Going off of how like we can like cheer people by just summing up to them, is there a way we can like gift people? Like in the future, maybe like gifts? We send like a gift or something?
That's a good question.
The question was, you know, like, it's kind of cool that the cheers system that you can, like, send cheers by thumbsing up. Like, maybe we could do a gift system and maybe give items or other kind of presents to someone that you appreciate. Yes. So, again, like, you know, I would put in the category with, like, the item economy or the tickets is, like, definitely seems like a fun idea that would be really, we could make really enjoyable.
What if you have
so definitely positive sentiment towards that. I don't know exactly when we would do it. I think first we would need to understand what items we could gift. Like maybe it could be avatar items.
Or maybe skins?
Yeah, maybe skins. So love the idea. We got to think about it more. But really like the idea. I think it's really nice.
Second question. Those glasses are amazing. Where did you get them?
These are, you know, they're nothing special. They just come out of a box at random. And so I like them. Yeah.
I got a marker pin question.
Alright, who's going to make a pen question? Was that you, Notorious RPG?
And he does too.
That was not
Okay,
me.
yes, let's hear some make a pen questions.
Yeah.
For the maker pin, is there ever going to be a chance that we can make a platform, click edit on it, and enforce a host area with that object that I just made?
Oh, that's
yes. So the question was, will we ever make it so that you can make a platform, click edit, and then turn that into a host area?
I have a question.
So definitely on the roadmap. Don't want to make a specific promise about when, but yes, that should be easy and definitely would be useful.
I have a question.
Notorious RPG, you had a question?
So I got a question. My mic's working, right?
And I'm recording.
Notorious, did you have a question?
Oh shit, my mic's
No, he's
working.
streaming. This is my question.
Yeah,
Gribbly, I have a question.
I have a question.
Alright, Nelly, let's go you first and then Mr. Bird.
Okay, my question is, can you answer her question?
Sure, Milady, what's your question?
Okay, my question is the maker pen. There's more room on it. Is there going to be more colors and like maybe triangles thrown in there and some more shapes? Because that would be amazing.
All right. Question is, make a pen.
Pyramids have already been
Hang
added.
on. Whoa. Let me answer this question.
Triangle.
So the question was, are we going to add more colors and are we going to add triangles to the maker pen and maybe more shapes? So yes, for sure. So we're going to add. I think every update will add something to the maker pen, and so yeah, like we just added a new shape. Well, so the triangles you would like symmetrical triangles because we have the weird
like
shapes.
actual triangles.
Okay.
I just hit my controller
All
and
right,
it
yes,
started.
loud and clear. We'll add it to
You
the
can
list.
make a flat triangle with the original triangle that we have now.
I only get 2 questions.
Okay, hang on. Whoa.
I'm done.
All right. Okay, wait a second. So we got 3 more minutes. I want to hear from people who have not asked a single question.
Julia, I have not
Shoto.
I'm gonna put this on.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Mr. Bird. Then you're next.
I have not asked a question.
I wasn't able to answer.
So we
Shoto.
Hey, Ernie, is the microphone working?
Yeah.
That's gonna be
However,
Yeah.
would you like the ability to be able to play music without having my entire head?
We have arms and legs.
Just like in the background.
Yeah. All right. So the question from Shoto was, it'd be really cool to be able to set custom background music without having to stream it from your PC or whatever, right? And like use your mic voice channel and stuff like that. Yeah. Totally agree. We love that idea. As an interim step, what we're going to do for Sandbox rooms is just make it so that you can play any of the Rec Room music, but I know that's not really what you're asking. Really, the dream is that you can play any music that you can think of. We're actively thinking about it. We haven't yet come up with a way. Honestly, the problem is not technical. The problem is licensing and legal and having the rights to play music.
Copyright.
And so, yeah, there's copyright laws. You can't just like randomly play music. So we're actively thinking about it. We haven't yet come up with a solution. But definitely something we'd love. Like I think it'd add a lot to custom rooms if you could play any background music. So definitely something we're thinking about, but don't have a good solution
Gribbly,
yet.
I fixed my mic, I think.
I promise Mr. Bird.
Gribbly.
Next. Hang on. Mr. Bird.
How long does it take to add some?
That would be too glitchy.
Hey,
Good question. All right, so the question was, how long does it take to add something like a large feature, like a new quest or a game? So typically, I would say 6 to 8 weeks is typical for a quest.
Pretty fast.
Yeah. I gotta say, we are blessed with a great team of devs who work real quick. But
Can I go?
All right, Ruth Blaze, what you got?
Okay, so I just have one question. What is your biggest plan for 2018 in Rec Room?
All right, so the question was, what is our biggest plan for 2018 for Rec Room? That is a really good question. So I guess you probably noticed that, like a lot of my answers today have been about sandbox rooms and custom rooms and stuff like that. And that's definitely a big focus for us. So like what I'm hoping, all right, here's what I'll say, is I hope that
the biggest
this year...
thing coming up, I mean, like what's coming up that's really big?
So probably the biggest thing in the near term is the Pirate Quest. And then
that sounds cool.
after... Yeah, so there's a new Pirate Quest coming that's going to be really fun. I think something that we'll see this year is that we'll see a player-created Rec Room game that is as popular as one of our Rec Room games.
There should be
That's what I think will happen.
Something that you have like a sword and a shield and like fighting with like swords and stuff, like a one-on-one.
That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. All right. I gotta so 3 more questions. I want people who have
to go.
All right, so
Gribbly, I think I fixed my mic.
Spike ticket.
So in addition to that gift idea, could we just gift dupes to people? Because I have no use for duping.
Right. That's an interesting idea. So so the question was, building on the gifting idea, maybe you could gift dupes of items that you get to other people. So, the 19th headband that you get, you could give that to someone else. That's a cool idea. That might be a nice simple way to do it. Is when you get a dupe, we just increment a counter and let you hand it over. It's a good question. I like the idea. We'll have to think about that one. All right, two more questions. Pretty Kitty, we already talked to you. Hang on a second.
I'll take one. I've had a question.
If you get a shirt or something, are you ever going to be able to trade it?
So the question was, are you ever going to be able to trade shirts that you get?
Or like anything.
Or any items. So I'm not 100% sure. We love that idea. We love that idea. I think we would probably do a more general version of the laser tag merch booth, so that you could like buy items with tickets, and then I think it makes more sense to do tradable stuff. So love the idea. We're gonna think about it some more. All right, so let me say.
Oh yeah, 2 questions.
All right, last question, Mr. Rebo. What you got? What you got?
She's gonna talk me her name.
Oh, okay. So the question was, are there any plans for a static streaming camera that we can place down? So yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. So definitely something we got to improve is our streaming support. So Notorious RBG is streaming today, which is awesome. But you know, and so we have streaming points in the room. What I think we'll probably do, hopefully pretty soon,
in 2017.
is put the streaming cams in the Sandbox machines.
You have to create a membership in 2017.
I did. Wait.
Well, then I would check
I did.
Okay, hang on.
Then I would check your shirt category.
Alright, I'm muting everybody because we're going to wrap it up. I want to say thank you to everyone for coming. Thank you for all your questions. As I always say, we love our players. We honestly, Rec Room would be nothing without you guys. So we love that you're here. We love that you're playing. We love that you're being excellent to each other. I had a few requests for like selfies and stuff, so I'm going to come down, let's chat, we'll do some selfies, and then I got to go in about 5.
Boop, boop. We love you,
We love you! Alright, let's do this. Hang on, let me put the mic away. No more questions.
Wait, Mama. Whoa. Hey, I know you're busy.
Wait, gribbly.
I know you're busy now, but when you have a second, you should come meet with me because I found a new glitch. And I'm having a hard time
in the corner.
Your hand too, man.
What does BMG stand for?
Bloody group.
Oh my. Meeting I have.
Whoa, everybody calm down.
Yeah, chill.
Are you on Discord?
You
are, right?
I am. I talked to Sean. He said send a video. Yeah, I'm on PlayStation.
Make a line, dude. Make a line.
Are you available during the day tomorrow? Or in the evening?
Make a line. Everybody, whatever's fine.
I'll message you on Discord and we'll figure out a time to get together and you can show me.
I mean, you don't need time. I'm
alright. We need it.
Alright, sounds good. I have one right question. Okay.
What are you leaving for?
Basically. Not for me?
Are you
roaming around in Rec Room?
See if this microphone is working on this end.
Gribbly, hey.
Everybody
chill out. Gribbly, hey.
Ones, like especially in the Rec Room.
Everybody chill out.
One more question.
It's not really affecting anything.
Everybody chill out.
Like walking
What's your question?
off the side.
Other than the pirate quest, what other quests? Perhaps like, is there gonna be like a forest or asylum or hospital quest like anytime soon? Like other than the pirate quest?
Especially in Quarry.
You're just like crowding around him.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, everybody back up.
I'm gonna run over here.
We know about it.
Hey guys, if anybody wants a selfie with BMG, come over here.
I get out of the way. I'm gonna photobomb it. Everybody,
You're special.
I'm gonna friend him too.
The thing.
Hey, buddy.
I don't know.
Can I be next?
One of the things that I don't know.
Everybody chill. Everybody chill.
And then I'll know more.
Everybody like calm down for like a second.
Definitely like comment on like Reddit or
line up.
Discord or
Everybody line up.
I anticipate Joe next.
BMG does.
Alright, let's
yell about it.
BMG. Let's do it.
Help me. Help me.
Wait on.
Line up, guys.
I didn't even realize that was
Mike and Guns.
Photobomb, guys.
I love Mike and Guns.
Yeah, I got my.
I love Mike and Guns.
Yeah.
Hey,
This is like a meme.
Wow, so many people are lining up.
Hey,
Yeah, I know.
Gribbly, if you've got a second, it looks like BMG's behind you and they want to get one, but for after, just letting you know. Hey guys, he's gonna come over after, don't worry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, my face is going
The streaming camera. Nice feature. I definitely want that.
So when people
Streaming camera.
did you get
You can stream yourself, not stream what you see.
especially with Christmas.
Alrighty. Okay, couple more, and then I gotta go do these guys over here.
The nice thing about the streamer camera is that you also have the ability to use fixed cameras around the room. Like currently I'm streaming on Twitch for this event, and there's a camera actually almost right in the middle of the plus there that's pointing at us now. That I turn it around at the end of the event. So I think that's a pretty neat little feature.
I was actually thinking of streaming a podcast, but if you do a podcast from this game, you only get from your point of view. So you don't see you don't stream yourself.
That's actually not true. You can. You can. Hang on. Let me take a picture of it and I'll show you. When you're in the streaming interface, you gotta turn on the tripod. That's not gonna work. Hang on. Let me lock that out there so I can see. So this interface that I'm in right now. Alright, see that? I've got these 4 cameras overlaid. This is the one I'm currently on, which is the one that's actually on the Twitch. So you have access to fixed cameras throughout the rooms as well. So for example, if I wanted to, I could go to camera 4, or camera 1 rather, and that's just a top down of the stage. That's the one I was on for the majority of this event.
What is it? Okay. Who are you? What are you? Just a normal player?
Yeah, I'm just a community member. I volunteered to stream to take some weight off of Mama Monkey. I've been hanging out on the Discord a lot.
Oh, that is cool, man.
I don't know. You'd have to hang out in the Discord and find out. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from making a stream, you know, because Twitch is free and YouTube is free and Facebook is free. But like,
I make one map.
Oh, sorry, I actually have to go. I have to go see what they're doing over there for the sake of the stream, but then I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah. Okay, man. Yeah.
1 year older.
I think I blink.
Ready? Ready? 1.
There! Awesome!
Have a
Good
hand.
stuff. Have a great day, dude. I love what you do. You guys are great. I love all of you.
Gribbly, I have one important question for my brother.
Yeah.
Okay, he wanted to know if you could anytime soon add a 4-player zombie mode since, well, he is actually playing zombie.
What's up, me?
He was super excited to come over.
RBG.
Yeah.
No, it's me looking for you. Hey, I'm streaming this also, and I'm also recording it on my PlayStation. What's your Twitch? Add me?
Sorry, I had my mic muted for a second. Why is this
Put that back.
I got you.
Over. Doesn't matter.
I don't want to know them because he's taking pictures. I
figured out what was on my mic.
I see a friend request.
Jeez, I have a lot of friends.
Oh, I'm just gonna
Hey, go ahead and give yourself a shout out because this is going to be on my YouTube channel.
Oh, well,
YouTube channel?
I don't, but cool. Hi, I'm Notorious RBG. I hang out with people, and people know me like Votivator. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
It's not true. It's not even remotely true. They don't know me.
Oh, no. Well, I always know you because you're beautiful outfit. I think it's gorgeous.
Well, hang on. Let me actually turn the camera around so people can actually see what you mean. Notorious RBG follow. I want teleport only, so I'm going to turn around so that they can see the outfit that I'm wearing. Because now there's a camera behind me.
Hey, everyone in the stream, we love you!
Oh, wait. Wait. No, I forgot to change the actual view. Now it's behind me now.
Hey, everyone in the stream, we still love you!
So, yeah, this is what it looks like. Oh, why does it keep... Oh, it rotates now with you. That's new.
And I'm online.
It didn't used to rotate with you. Now it does.
Hey, another thing we noticed too is when you shoot the shotgun, shotgun like loads itself. Oh yeah, I saw that. When you used to shoot the shotgun, it used to never move. When you shoot it, it pumps.
Oh. That's
what, Jumbotron?
Alright.
Oh, does it?
No, not the Jumbotron.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go somewhere quiet real quick. Alright guys, thanks for watching the stream. Gonna cut it off pretty soon. I'll have some clips available online. It's for those of you who are just coming in. This is the Notorious RBG. Twitch.tv/the-notorious-RBG. Thanks for watching. It would probably help if I had my keyboard nearby so I could actually stop the stream, wouldn't it?